Jake here for American Muscle, and today I'm taking a look at the Morimoto XB LED taillights with black housings and smoked lenses for 2016 to 2018 Camaros. The taillights on modern Camaros are pretty iconic, and let's face it, they look pretty good too. But if you're out there trying to set your car apart, then what better way to do that than with a set of supercar-inspired LED taillights. These are high quality, all LED lights that bring a cool dose of exotic car style to your Camaro, all for a pretty reasonable price. And as an added bonus, you also get sequential turn signals, so each section of the light will light up in succession. Now, I think sequential turn signals are just cool and they're very satisfying to watch, but if that's not really your speed, you do have the option to set them to a standard full-on, full-off setting. Now, if you took a look at these and were immediately reminded of the Lamborghini Aventador, well, you'd be spot on. That car's signature taillights are exactly what inspired this set. Now, not every Lamborghini-inspired design cue is going to work on other cars, but these end up actually looking pretty good with the styling of the Camaro, given all the angles and creases. The piano black trim around the edges here matches perfectly with the rest of the trim on the Camaro, and they look like they almost could have been a factory option. These do a lot to modernize and change up the look of the rear end of your Camaro, and unlike most aftermarket taillights, these are built to look and behave just like a factory setup. So again, this is a full LED light, so there's no conventional incandescent bulbs to worry about here. These three sections show up as the smoked color when they're off, but they light up red when you hit the brakes, turn your lights on, or use your turn signals. And these are set to go right out of the box, so there's no need for additional resistors or modules to get them to work, just plug them in and go. Now, Morimoto's XB series of lights are some of the best ones out there, and it's not just because of the look, but also because of the way they're put together. As I'm always impressed when I get to handle a set of these, and as soon as you take them out of the box, you can tell how nicely they're made. The housing here is made of this strong injection molded ABS plastic, and the lens is this smoked polycarbonate. So these are going to be durable and they're going to look good for years to come. Now, you may have also noticed that this is not just one single lens over the top here. These are actually 4 individual pieces of lens. So you get these 3 individual lenses here on the brake tail and turn signal lights, and this one here for your reverse light too. These are also DOT and SAE approved, meaning that they are fully street legal as well. Now, when it comes to the price, these are gonna run you right around $525. And believe it or not, for a set of full LED taillights for the Camaro, that's about as inexpensive as they come, which is truly a surprise given what you're getting here, because these are OEM quality. Again, they're full LEDs and they're a totally plug and play install. So if you're looking for a cool upgrade, I really don't think you can go wrong here. Now, as for that install, these are gonna get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you should budget about 30 minutes or so to get them in. Now, like I mentioned a moment ago, these are totally plug and play. They come already wired up, they're all sealed up, so all you have to do is unbolt and unplug your stock lights and pop these right in their place. Just do up a couple of connectors, these couple of bolts right here, and you're ready to go. And to show you exactly how to do that, let's head over to the install bay right now.
Tools required for this install include clip remover tool, a ratchet, and an 8mm socket. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing a set of taillights on our Camaro, so let's get right to it. So our first step is going to be to remove these 3 push clips, as well as this one in here. So I'll get a clip remover tool, and we can get under there and pop these out. Now we can just lift up on this piece. So now we can pull back on our trunk liner and remove our 3 nuts that hold in our taillight. So there's going to be 2 right up front that are easy to see, and then 1 that's kind of tucked in the back. And And then that last one's going to be on the other side of this blue bracket here. And now we can grab with even pressure and pull straight back on our taillight and disconnect our wire harness. And now we can repeat that same process on the other side. So now we're ready to install our new taillight. And if we come around on the back, there's going to be these two white connectors that we need to connect to make sure that our turn signals work properly. And then we can just connect our wiring harness and get our taillight in place. We have these two little guide pins that are going to slide into these holes here. So we'll get everything lined up and then we can get our nuts on. Now we can reinstall our 8mm nuts. And then now we can tighten them down with an 8mm socket. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and retuck our trunk liner and get our plastic trim piece on top. And now with that done, we can repeat our same process on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Morimoto XB LED taillights with black housing and smoked lens for your 2016 to 2018 Camaro. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Camaro, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.